All right, welcome to Humpdays.
Welcome back, Humpers. We have a very exciting guest today, Brittini. She's the founder of Big Pussy Energy. For YouTube, we may have had to mute that, but it is like the opposite of big dick energy. Why can we say dick and not pussy?
Girl, I don't know.
Because it's a name. No one's named Pussy.
Oh, a name? Yeah, Richard.
Right. Well, and it's all the patriarchy, Catholic, it's all of that, religion.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the suppression.
Yeah. Well, we're super excited to talk to you because we met through our friend Courtney, and you co-hosted this amazing girls weekend. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Same.
I had no idea. And then it's just I'm so close with all of you now. It was awesome. And a big part of it was you led us through your movements. I know you say it's not dance necessarily. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a workout.
No.
But it's kind of like movement and not, I found it kind of to be dancing, but not necessarily choreographed. It's not like, 1 and 2. It's more about, self-expression and everything. But it was such a beautiful thing. We were in a field. Horses appeared.
Literally.
There was flowers everywhere. It was amazing. But I found it to be so awesome. And I thought you'd be perfect to have on here because part of your story is that you were, like many women do, struggling with having an orgasm, and you've found a way through connecting to your body and movement, and that's kind of a part of your story of why you built this movement, right?
Yeah, Big Pussy Energy is the modality that the power of a woman lies in our body, but it's hidden and held in the places we've been taught to fear the most. So that's why we don't even know it exists, which is our sensuality. So I use sensual movement as a tool for you to access that power. So just like how we've been taught to use breath work or yoga or meditations as ways to connect to yourself, I'm now bringing sensual movement to that same list, because all the things that I just mentioned are masculine energies. Meditation, you're sitting straight up, you're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on a mantra that's very masculine. Or yoga, that was literally created for little boys to move their bodies so that they can meditate easier, so they weren't all over the place. So sensual movement, sensuality for a woman is connecting her to her vitality. And so why I don't say dance is because I don't want it to get into the framework that we've grown up to what dance is. So it is movement and it's dance, but it's movement for a woman to connect to her power.
Yeah. Yeah, and I certainly felt that. I've never experienced anything like that. It was so cool. How did that journey start? Bringing it to that, I feel like so many women listening and even men listening are with partners who are struggling to really fully express themselves and feel pleasure during intimacy, and also women themselves are struggling with that are listening. So maybe you could dive into that.
Yeah, there's so many different. So BP I started 3 years ago in Austin, but I discovered my own BP 5 years ago, and I feel like I have two different origin stories. It's the same thing of you think this is what you're trying to fix, but once you go to the root, you're like, oh wait, actually it's this. And so what I originally was trying to resolve was I was able to orgasm by myself. I was able to yeah, right? My trusty hand or vibrator, that was fine. But once I was with a partner, then it would be very difficult for me to have sex in a way that felt pleasurable, which is a really big thing that I do in BPE. I teach about being in your body for pleasure versus performance, because in sex for me, I was extremely performative. Obviously at the time, I wasn't conscious of that. I didn't know I was, otherwise I would have changed it, or I didn't know any better.
Right.
And what performance is, to be short and simple, is when you're giving energy away. Right. So sex for me, instead of it being super pleasurable and my cup being filled and it really almost being expansive and relaxing, it was extremely draining. I would get headaches from it because I would be forcing orgasms. I could sometimes force an orgasm. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where it's I'm literally just concentrating on it literally felt like I was pushing it out, and I would get a nasal congestion from it.
Oh my God.
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
And literally that's the most pleasurable thing that the human body can experience became the most draining and unsatisfying. I completely disconnected from sex because I was this fucking sucks. And so so then I went into a relationship. I literally thought that, okay, I need to be in a partnership to have better sex.
Yeah.
And that didn't change it because I wasn't connected to myself. I was extremely disconnected, searching for validation, approval, acceptance outside myself. I was traveling for 8 years, so I was searching for it in like all the locations I went to. Look at where I'm at now. Look at what I'm doing. Like very like, look at. One, I have to say, I was living the most fantastic life and I loved it. And I was in my young 20s and like don't regret anything. Like
cool.
It's like a paradox.
Yeah.
But then around year 7 of doing that, it started becoming draining. Then it started to becoming like, wait, what am I doing this for? You know?
Right.
So that's how I discovered BP originally, was like from the pleasure part of it all. Cause I was like, wow, I'm not experiencing sex. I was like looking for orgasms in my partner. Like maybe this, like I literally, my mind was like, maybe this guy will make me come. Okay, he didn't. Maybe this guy will make me come. Okay, he didn't. And I would thank fucking God I was like aware enough at that age of like 25, realizing after years and years of like trying to find my orgasm in another person, that the only person that was consistent was myself. And so that was my aha moment. I was in a relationship. I ended it because he lived in England, and I lived in England with him. So I went home and we broke up. And so I then went inwardly. Yeah. And literally I was like, if I want to understand pleasure and I want to understand orgasm, I read books that supported me in understanding masculine and feminine energies, a lot of David Data. And I also was intuitive enough to understand if I want to know the feminine, I am the feminine. So let me in a way research myself. And
that's so cool. I think that's so interesting and unique and special that you were able to at such a young age understand that it was a lot about you, because you're not alone at all in us going, it's that guy. Oh, it's going to be that guy that'll do it. Is that guy like it? I don't know. Like, I do think there is something about what partner you choose, obviously, but how smart of you to like pull yourself out of that and know.
Well, and then it is the partner thing. But if you are disconnected in the way that I was at that age, you're not choosing partners that are going to mirror the safety of yourself. You're just choosing partners that are mirroring the disconnection. Right. So like where I'm at now, like I would not choose the same people that I once, because we wouldn't even like, they wouldn't even entertain me, not because of them. It's just our energies wouldn't match.
And and maybe go into that a bit more. Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. So like before, I was constantly looking at like searching for maybe this person will make me come, right? So I'm like looking for something outside myself to complete me. Yeah. Like, oh, maybe he will give me the sense of aliveness. Yeah. Because that's what pleasure brings to you. Yeah. Maybe he'll give me the sense of vitality. Yeah. But then when I realized, oh my God, it's me, and I actually did have a very deep somatic, oh my God, it's all within me moment. Like I was in front of the mirror dancing naked, and I never did that before. It was like my intuition was like dancing from the mirror. And I had to stand up on a chair to see the mirror. It was a very small little mirror in my mom's house I grew up in. Like, you can do this anywhere. There's no excuse. And I stood up and I started touching my body. And it was literally in that moment, I was like, because I felt turned on. I felt like wanted. I felt seduced by myself. And I was like, oh my God, it is all within me. It's not a guy seducing me. It's not a guy turning me on. I can turn myself on. Yeah. And that was like when BPE was birthed in me. And so what I mean, like, then I started connecting to myself. I was not outsourcing my power in a man or a woman to give me that aliveness that I was searching for. I actually found it within me.
And it's not, and I wasn't sure if maybe you meant also that you wouldn't be searching or attracted to the same type of guy as you are, or girl, I guess, that you are now. Is that what you mean too? Like your type has changed in a sense, or
I don't even know
what
if
you're looking for?
It's more like frequencies. Like we're all energy. That's what we're made out of. And so it's even, I mean, like I said, there's iterations. So like that was the first iteration how BPE was birthed. And then when I started BPE, I went through my own like dark night, which stamped deeper into what BP actually is. So yes, it's about reclaiming your sensuality, but it's actually reclaiming your power because of the illusion that our power lies outside of ourselves. It's actually within. Because I was someone so deeply in my mind and deep anxiety, dispersonalization, like very intense, like thought loops, didn't know how to get out of it. Didn't even know I was experiencing anxiety. I thought it was like going crazy.
Right.
And I share that because that was happening while I was building BPE. Like that was recent. And so like the people in my life I was attracting were able to hold me at that level that I was at. And now that I've moved through that, I'm attracting different people because we're energy. And so we're different frequencies. And so it's not like these people are that person. It's just where you're at in your life, how much you know yourself, how much you're not outsourcing, how much you are really connected to yourself reflects the people you're.
You must have a really good sense of like what kind of person is like an energy vampire or who is like somebody who is more willing to like hold you.
I think it changed. Like, you know, the more you evolve, that doesn't. So I've heard this phrase before, and it's like there's no destination. Like I create a BPE. It's all about connecting to your sensuality. It's about embodying your pleasure. But I'm not like at this destination of like I fucking found it.
Like I fixed everything.
I fixed everything.
Oh, I love that.
And like I have a mentor, Regina Tomashauer. She wrote the book Pussy: A Reclamation, and she's to me like the woman that she's the woman I would like. She's the epitome of like who I want to learn from. I don't want to learn from anyone else. It's her.
Yeah.
And she's not. There's no there. And so I share that in the sense of like it's not like the more you go along the trail doesn't mean trouble doesn't follow you or like your own.
Or you're like permanently fixed.
Yeah, you're permanently like. Yeah. There could be people in my life, but that I'm like unconsciously aware of because the more you evolve, the more everything evolves. Like everything goes with you.
I think it's interesting earlier too that you were saying how you were like wanting to like force an orgasm to happen.
Oh my God, it's so draining.
Because I relate to that.
Yeah.
And I also relate to
Wait.
like right now.
Right now.
Like, give me tips
this
right
is a
now.
Big, like, no. But like when I think of specifically like in my early 20s and like when it was starting to like explore sex, and I feel like I was also like there were many times where I didn't necessarily like I didn't have an issue doing it, but the forcing so real, and also just the performative part. It was all like performance based, and that's so damaging, but I feel like we're trained to do that. I mean, you look at porn, you look at the world, like and impressing men and wearing makeup, and you know, like performing for them is just like sort of a part of what is expected. And yeah, it's kind of interesting to be able to know that you could undo that at such a young age.
Thank you. And
like faking orgasms too, right? Just to like get it over with.
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah.
And in college I used to fake, and then I got so tired of faking that I just totally was like I don't need it. I'm good. Like I would just like completely no, we're good. I don't need it. Cause I had so much pressure of like, I'm going to take too long, or like, oh, this is like my orgasm equated to my worth for me at the time. So if I didn't orgasm, I wasn't a worthy enough person. Or if I did orgasm, it meant that my partner was worthy. Like that was you did that for me. So that was for you. That wasn't
me.
No.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would almost say it's not that we're trained. Like obviously we're programmed for sure. Like that's what that is. But it's because we have normalized a disconnected woman. Mm-hmm. We have normalized a woman searching for her aliveness outside of herself. And not just a woman. I work with women, so that's why I keep saying that. But it's all of us. We're all in that. It's an illusion. We're all, that's like what the red pill, blue pill matrix stuff is.
Well, when you bring up a pill, it makes me think of, it's like, it is a little interesting and different for men because they can kind of take a pill if they're not, like, I know that it can be like, they can have deeply rooted like performance issues and everything, but there is like a pill for it in a sense. There's not really like a pill for women to be able to orgasm.
Yeah, why do you think so many women have troubles orgasming?
Well, I think it's the number one ingredient for a woman to like actually, and I'm not talking about like vibrators, because those are you can have an orgasm like in 3 seconds with vibrators, but like a fully just like is the number one ingredient safety.
Right.
Like you need to feel safe. And
Agreed.
If you don't, then your nervous system isn't relaxed enough, and your yoni, which is a Sanskrit word for vagina. I don't like using the word vagina because it's not like clinically correct. So I will use pussy, but
Whoop, whoop.
we're on YouTube.
No, you can say it now. We're 10
can.
minutes in.
Yeah,
Okay, we're just gonna say
in the
pussy.
clear. Yeah.
10 minutes in, you don't get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a rumor, but that's how we deal with it.
Okay, great.
So
We
you're
try not
free
to
now.
swear with the first 10 minutes, then we just let loose.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so funny. We're in the clear. Foreplay's done. We're in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, pussy. If your nervous system is like clenched, then your pussy is tight, and not in like, oh, I hate that because I want a tight pussy, and that's why they're like, oh, you have big pussy, don't you want a tight pussy? I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. That just helps me realize like the level of like attunement you are. I'm like, so that's a whole nother side.
No, it's a
tangent.
whole issue because I actually had friends that suffered because they were too tight
Yeah,
because they
some
were
women have
so
to have
repressed.
surgeries.
Yes,
Yeah.
people have like surgeries for this issue. Like it's so real.
Totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's safety. So, and then of course there's like, you can practice, like honestly, the biggest thing is being connected to yourself. Like that is the biggest thing. And then once you're connected to yourself, if you're with a partner, you can communicate because your throat, your heart, and your pussy are all connected. Like if you look at the vagus nerve, which is like your central nervous system, it goes in the middle, and your throat, heart, and pussy are all in one line. And so when you are connected to your pussy, you're connected to your voice. If you're connected to your voice, you're connected to your pussy. But if your pussy is closed, your throat is closed. They all work hand in
Makes
hand.
total sense.
Yeah, and so if you're a woman who's deeply connected to her body, if you're a woman who's deeply connected to her sensuality, if you're a woman who's deeply connected to her own pussy, like she knows what it looks like, she's seen in the mirror, she's self-pleasure in front of the mirror with herself, you are then, if you're in a partnership and you're having a hard time like doing that and having that same experience with a partner, you have more attunement, one, to your body so that you know what you need and what you want and what's not working. And you're able to use your voice to express it in a way that maybe you haven't before.
Next time I hear Adele, and be like, wow, she's very attuned to her pussy.
Literally. Regina Tomashiro has this amazing quote that a woman who owns her pussy owns her life. And that is just
I believe it.
everything.
I
love
love
that quote.
Yeah, because I think it sucks for yourself if you're faking it, and it really sucks for your partner, and it's kind of like also it just screws everyone over, right? It screws over the guy because he's just gonna go into every relationship not understanding how. If you could give advice to men who have a partner that they can tell is like not fully embodied. I mean, definitely go to BPE. Send her to BPE. Send her on the retreat. There's a retreat coming up.
Yeah.
You guys have to go. But
Change your life.
Yeah. But what do you think is what would you recommend to somebody like that who wanted to like help their partner?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think I definitely feel like women are usually more attuned. Like, I feel like she definitely needs to find it for herself. Like, she needs to be motivated. It's like anything. It's like,
Yeah, that's true.
someone who wants to change, you can't force them to change unless they want.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't fully, to be transparent, like for a male partner be like, babe, you're not embodied. Like, this is what, like, I don't know how that would come across. I feel like for a woman, I'll say this, like, if you feel disconnected when you're having sex, like if you check out, if you like notice you get disassociated, that means you're disconnected. If you have a lot of pressure, if you feel like, I used to call it, there's performance anxiety. Men usually refer to performance anxiety in the sense of like having a cock hard the whole time. But for a woman, it's like having this anxiety that I need to come in a certain amount of time, like this rush feeling. So if you feel like, if you're a woman who's experiencing that, like in sex, it's like, oh no, now I'm starting sex. Oh my God, that means I need an orgasm 20 minutes. Oh my God, what if I can't? Like, if you're really in your head,
Just overthinking things.
that
So with guys, it's different because it's like, oh my God, I'm having sex. This is awesome.
this is great. I fucking made it. Yeah. So I'd say like if you're a woman and that's what you're experiencing, then you're really in your head and that means you're disconnected. A lot of women, most people don't even know what do you mean I'm disconnected? What does it even mean? That's usually, it means you're living in your head and not in your body. Yeah. So if that's like, oh my God, yeah, I totally resonate. That's me. Then like there's other modalities, but the one that I found to be the most serving is connecting to my sensuality, is connecting to my body, because again, that is truly where your aliveness is held. Like how I thought it was going to be in a man giving me the orgasm, I found it was within me.
What's the like? What are the steps to that? Like, how do you do it?
Yeah,
Like,
tell
just
us
like,
about it.
It's so simple, which at first I was like, oh my God, this can't be it. Like, you know, you're like, what's the 10-step process? What do we need to buy from HEB to make this work? You know, it's like, what is it? And it's
Eye of Newt. It's just like a little potion.
yeah, literally.
What drug?
Yeah. Like, what's the fix?
Yes.
And that's the other thing. Connecting to
Yeah.
your sensuality will make you feel so fucking powerful in just 1-2 songs. But it is a ritual. It is a practice, just like yoga, meditation, like those same. That's why I put them in the same vein. They're the same thing. It's not because you meditate for 30 minutes once, you're now a sound mind. Like it's a practice so that throughout your day, because you connect to sensuality, you connect to your body, you're more attuned to your truth, you're more attuned to what you want in your life, and you're able to say yes and no to things easier. Like it just carves out a whole new.
What are you
makes you the
doing?
woman
Just
you
like
need to
thinking
find.
about your pussy? Like
No,
Oh, yeah, tell us
great
what
question.
you do. I know because I experienced it, but yes.
Yeah.
Tell him.
So basically, sensuality is connecting to all 5 senses. It's like, how do you live in this world? How do you move? How do you wear your clothes? And so it's not pussy, it's not breast, it's not cock, it's connecting to life.
yeah.
And so,
The vibe.
yeah. And so basically how I guide women and like what she went through at the retreat was a 30-minute eyes closed practice, but you can do it in 2 songs. Like basically like closing your eyes, connecting to your breath, and using your fingertips as a way to connect to your body and just breathing. And instead of like meditations usually connecting your breath, but you're meditating to your own touch. So you're feeling your touch and you're connecting to pleasure, like literally opening up that your fingertips can open up a gateway to pleasure in the same way that you think only your pussy can or your cock can, but your fingertips connecting to your forearms and slowly guiding them up and down and feeling that and doing big movements is the gateway to sensuality.
Yeah. So step by step, you just start by touching yourself.
Yeah, but slow. Let's all do
slow.
it for like 20 seconds together. So close
just
your eyes
touching yourself,
and slowly touch yourself. What pleasure loves is slowness. So even if you think you're going slow, go even slower. And so that, like, even just like now, did you feel a little more dropped into your body?
Yeah.
Like I definitely do. I feel like it's so connected so quickly. And so if you do that every day for 2 songs, that will completely change how you connect to your life, because when you're more attuned to how you feel in your body, you're more attuned to your life.
Yeah, when we were like literally all in the field doing that, and I felt like I was like, at first you're kind of like, oh, like is this okay to just like touch myself in front of all of you? Essentially, I mean, we're all clothed and stuff, but it was like so.
Not in my imagination.
But it was so like it. I was like, you just don't do that often, even in dance, even in like choreographed dance.
Right.
You're not necessarily
Because it's not for you. And
Yeah.
dance, you're
Good point.
performing. You're like giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
So this is like for you to fill your cup up. So even though I teach a 90-minute class twice a week in Austin, and it is like what a person on the outside would call dance based, like it is truly a ritual for you to fill your cup up through sensual movement. And I feel like a lot of people, I'm just going to share this because I feel like it's really easy to enmesh these 2 words, sensuality and sexuality.
Oh yeah.
They're extremely separate. Sensuality is how you, like I mentioned, how you move in this world, how you feel in your body, your confidence. It's like this connection to life, like how you wear your clothes, how you walk in the room, and like literally touching yourself. Whereas sexuality is like, it evokes, it's an evocation energy. It's like sexuality is evoking that energy of like your turn on, of your aliveness, of your sexual energy. So like I would say like sensuality is how I live in this world, and then sexuality, like an example is like giving a lap dance. That's sexual. I can be doing it with my my sensuality can lead it, and then like doing the lap dance is like a brings out sexuality.
So you're
that
more
makes sense.
tapped into sensuality and
Yeah.
BP. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've had some really crazy breakthroughs among your class,
Oh my God.
your students.
It's insane.
And now you're also training an entire team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just exploding. It's obviously
Thank
like
you.
a huge need.
Yeah.
And you're doing this amazing retreat. But yeah, maybe go into some of the like really amazing transformations that you've seen. I know you said someone was like struggling with pregnancy and like
Oh my God, this is my favorite story.
infertility.
Yeah, I love this woman so much. So, and she says I can share her story because it's like needed.
Yeah.
I met Bree a year ago at an event, and at this event, she was like, I'm trying to get pregnant with her and her husband. Like, they're in their 30s, you know, just like normal, which is young. People are like, so they're like, just like these two people trying to get pregnant. They're like, I don't know what's wrong. And so she started coming to BPE, but the first day she came to BPE, her hair was up in a bun. She was wearing a trench coat. She was wearing sweatpants. And in class, I always invite you to wear whatever you feel sexy in. And she came to me and she was like, I don't know why I'm here. Like, it literally felt like her body drove her there, but her mind was not connected to that. And she's like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't really want to be here, but I'm here. Can I just observe? I don't really want to do it. And I was like, it's a 9-minute class. The first half is the eyes closed practice. So I was like, stay for the first half. And if you don't want to do it anymore after the eyes closed practice, you can leave. And that was a year ago. She has not left since. She has shown up every single week. And because of showing up every single week, you become really close with the girls that come, because there are like a group of girls that come and are there every week. So you get to know them because it's a space where all of you is welcome. Your rage, your grief, your anger, all of it. And about 6 months ago, she announced to us that she got pregnant. Aww. And she was like, it's because BPE, because I connected to my body. I was more connected to my pleasure. I was not outsourcing it in my husband. And he didn't have he stopped feeling the responsibility of needing to give that to her. And so they were just two people meeting each other with a full cup instead of like, I need this from you. And so they got pregnant, and she ended up naturally conceiving triplets.
What?
Wow.
Naturally?
Wow.
But what's even crazier is like
Oh shit.
two of them are identical and one is fraternal. So she has like, which is very rare, I guess.
Wow. She's like BPE, we work too well.
And it's like their first kids, and they're like literally one
Like,
pregnancy and done.
Yeah. If you want a one and done, you go to
Go to
BPE.
BPE. Ay.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
Yeah. So she's very
beautiful.
special. Yeah. And we've had women, like one of the girls who just graduated from the teacher training, she was addicted to drugs and alcohol for 10 years. And then she went cold turkey January 1st. That's when she started BPE. Wow. And she went to BP every single week. And now she's a teacher in ATX in Austin. And at her graduation class, I overheard someone, because she shared her story. And she's like, did you do, and obviously this is her own story, but everyone's going to have a different path with recovery. Yeah. But they asked, like, did you go to AAA? Like, how did you support yourself? And she was like, honestly, it was BPE. That was my AA. I came here every week. Because she was like, and she was someone who used to like go to a lot of teachers and like gurus. And she was like, BP, like, even though I created it and I hold the space, like, I'm not your guru. I teach you that your power lies within you. So it's like this space that's held for you to remember that.
Yeah.
I love that you're positioning yourself this way, that it's not like, hey, I'm the fix and I'm the guru. You're like, no, like, you have this within you, and I'm just going to show you how to access it. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of like you guys even ask, like, what do you mean connect your sensuality? Like, what does that even look like? You know, like what like a lot of people, like, we live in a mind-based society. Yeah. So many people are in their mind, and like I said, we normalize that. And so when someone's like, oh yeah, you just need to connect your body, well, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah. Like, we don't even know. And so BP is that blueprint for you.
Yeah. Well, you're making sure like women are coming, which is great, because of you, there's gonna be a lot less Karens in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot less stuck up Karens. Because a lot of Karens are like, that girl just needs to come.
Yeah, truly.
I know. A lot of people have. I mean, yeah, it's not just like issues with their sensuality and their relationships. It's like you said, addiction. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, people who are just like frustrated or have anxiety all the time. Like, it just, I mean, meditation is a route to that people say, but I think that yours is like a unique form of meditation, and you should be so proud of yourself. It's so cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And like,
there's nothing like it.
No, you know, there's not, and it is a remembrance. It's like, this has been part of the fabric of women our whole lives, but we have just been in a society that wants us to believe that it's wrong to do we do, which is connect to our sensuality or vitality, because a woman connect to her sensuality or vitality is fucking powerful.
Yeah.
She no longer is easy to control because she's choosing from her known, like connecting to your body connects you to your intuition, which is within you. It's that voice that only you know. It's that knowing of like, oh, I knew these people weren't right, or I knew this job or this partner wasn't right for me, but like no one can tell you that. And so when you start connecting to that part of yourself, you're harder to control.
If you trust yourself, you're literally unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
And it's crazy because I know that you had this journey to get here, but
Oh my
I've
God.
met you as like a fully embodied woman, and it's just like, you're so powerful. Like,
Thank you.
You made the entire group of girls just like pop out of their shells, and like everybody just it created such a deep connection too. So I'm sure that sisterhood is so powerful within BPE too, and like so many women need a sisterhood like that. I can't tell you how many like friends and women that I've connected with through that weekend and everything that were all just like, how crazy was it that entire weekend nobody said anything negative about any women, no gossip. That's like literally the entire conversation in groups where like I go back to like my, you know, friends from back home or things like that. Like we were so just like lighting each other up. It wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't none of that kind of tearing other women down or even like comparison in any negative way, which was so beautiful.
Yeah. In BPE, we teach you tools of how to combat the sisterhood wound, because that's such a huge wound of part of the like disconnection is fear of being judged or criticized by other women, because we've been taught, like Mean Girls is such an easy like example of like how we've normalized that in our culture. And like slut shaming, those are all sisterhood wounding. And so I teach women tools. Like I literally teach every single class how to combat the sisterhood wound and how to raise each other up. One of them is called catcalling, which is meaning using your voice to illuminate another woman's greatness.
Which we did do, I think, a little.
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, it's just my natural fabric of my life. I catcall the shit out of it. Like it's hard not to. Like, first of all, these Prada shoes are so fucking hot. Like
I love your
this 1-inch platform, bitch.
Thank you.
Hot. Like that's
We both have
catcalling.
platforms,
Yeah, we got
yes.
platforms.
I know.
So that's catcalling, and it's genuine. It's true. And not only does it light that woman up, right? Like it's lighting you up.
Yeah.
But then it also, what's so fucking hot about catcalling, and this is literally something I just created and I saw the impact in my life. So that's how I share it.
Yeah.
Is that it literally changes your neural pathways of, if you're looking for the greatness in other women, you then start naturally looking for the greatness in yourself, because you're conditioning your mind to start looking for that in others. So then you're looking at it in yourself.
Yes.
So it's like you're giving, but you're also receiving at the same time.
That's so beautiful.
That is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much
thank you.
for going into such like a amazing vulnerable story, and like tell everybody. I mean, we did bring up the retreat and everything
Oh my
that,
God.
but tell everybody where to find you and
Yeah.
plug your stuff.
Yeah, so if you're in Austin, I teach weekly. If you're not in Austin, I have something called BP on Demand, where you can just plug in and it's like BP classes, and you can do
Like online?
online.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you had that.
Yep, I
Sick.
lead them. The other teachers are in there teaching. And if you are like, so if you're like, this is interesting, let me look into it. I'm intrigued. But if you're like, this is it, and this is, I know there's something here for me. I didn't even know this existed, or I knew this existed. I just didn't know where to look. Holy shit. The BP retreat, September 11th through the 14th in outside of Austin, Texas. And we are going to deepen into everything I just shared through somatic embodied workshops, because it's not about how can I get more confident in the mind. It's all in the body. So we get into the body through our sensuality, through sisterhood, and through pleasure. And it's going to be extremely
It's gonna be
transformational.
amazing. I
Yeah.
bet it's gonna be awesome. I got like the smallest little dose
Yeah.
of it, and it was just life changing. So yeah, everybody look into it and sign up.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks for having me. Or thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. Oh no.
Yay.